Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
It's still not clear what caused a garage fire in the 2300 block of 11th Street South last night, but one neighbor reached out to our whistleblower hotline saying they thought the fire was suspicious, hoping we would investigate. And that's exactly what Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley did today. She joins us live in the studio with more. Bailey, what did you find out?
Andrea, I talked with several neighbors today. However, none of them wanted to talk on camera. All of them saying they were scared for their safety if they did. Now, many of them telling me that they've seen law enforcement at the home of yesterday's fire, and that's not an uncommon scene. And looking through Fargo Police's records, just in the last year, officers have responded to the home 12 different times. Now, when it comes to last night's fire, several neighbors called it suspicious because they say the woman living inside the home was supposed to be evicted today. So I looked into court records only to find officials have been trying to evict the woman since this summer. Documents show she was given a 30-day notice to move out of the home back in July. And when that didn't happen, she was served new papers in August, this time saying she had 3 days to leave. But again, nothing happened. And just last week, a Cass County judge ordered the woman to pay around $230 to the homeowner and mandated that the Cass County Sheriff's Department remove her and her belongings from the home on 11th Street South. Now, the Sheriff's Department confirmed with me that there is an active eviction notice out on the home, but did not say that action was happening today. I knocked on the woman's door multiple times today. However, she did not answer. Now, of course, none of this means that last night's fire was intentional, and Fargo Fire tells me it's all still under investigation, and as of right now, Fargo Police is not involved. Andrea?
All right, Bailey, thank you. If you need help dealing with an issue in your community, call our whistleblower hotline, 237-6576, and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth. Breaking news this evening, the Devils Lake Police Department has confirmed with Valley News Live that 14-year-old Shelby Stevenson has been located and is safe. Stevenson had been missing since September 26th. Authorities have released the identities of 5 people who are in jail accused of trying to rob someone of drugs. Police got the call just before midnight from a witness who saw several people forcing their way into an apartment in the 900 block of 23rd Avenue South. The witness says one of them had a gun. Authorities spotted the suspects getting into a car as they pulled up and arrested 5 people a few blocks away. Audra Barr, Mason Reed, Pierre Hall, Ethan Erickson, and Tavian Streed all are facing several charges. We have seen a lot of rain, but we're not quite done with it yet. Let's get a look at this evening forecast with Justin in No Wait Weather. Justin?
Yeah, thank you, Andrea. Good evening, everybody. Yes, lots of cloud cover around the region. The rain is over for most of us, although there's some of us who are still getting a shower or two, mainly across portions of northwestern Minnesota between Thief River Falls and Roseau, and between the Bemidji area and Baudette, some very scattered showers. Any severe storms will be from the Brainerd, St. Cloud area, points off to the south and east, exiting our region, so that's pretty good news. We have cooler air filtering in, still into the 60s out toward Wadena County, but mainly into the 40s and 50s elsewhere, as we do have a bit of a breeze from the northwest, a cool direction, wind speeds around 15 to 25 miles per hour. Now, they will last as we go through the afternoon, so a little breezy, but mainly cloudy skies. Still can't rule out a shower into northwestern Minnesota. Temperatures falling back into the mid-40s by around the midnight hour. We got a cool weather pattern ahead, and there are a couple more chances of rain as we go through the week. We'll have the details on that coming up later in the newscast.
All right. Thanks, Justin. A woman from the Northern Valley is facing a felony count of child neglect after someone says they found a child walking alone in rural Cavalier. Court documents state on June 17th, Susan Jean Svensson failed to provide proper care to a 2-year-old she was babysitting. Officials say the child was found by someone driving by. The child was found a few miles from Svensson's home. Deputies say about 50 minutes passed from the time the driver reported seeing the child to the time they were able to find Svensson to tell her that the child was found crying and walking alone. Another woman has come forward saying former Minnesota Senator Al Franken touched her inappropriately. Writing in New York Magazine, the woman says Franken grabbed her backside as the two stood for a photo. She says the incident happened in 2006, before he was a senator. The woman says she felt deeply uncomfortable. Franken resigned from the Senate in 2017 without completing an ethics investigation. UND is taking its search for the school's next president to the people of North Dakota. University officials are planning a listening session tomorrow at Turtle Mountain Community College in Belcourt. They want to hear from people about what they want to see in the next UND president. Everyone is welcome. The event starts at 6 p.m. in the Board of Directors room. House Democrats are forging ahead with their impeachment inquiry into President Trump as his team works on a response to the probe. Nicole Killian has the latest from the White House.
I do solemnly swear.
I, Eugene Scalia, do solemnly swear.
President Trump took part in a swearing-in ceremony for his new labor secretary with the impeachment inquiry against him heating up.
We're trying to find out about a whistleblower. When you have a whistleblower that reports things that were incorrect.
In a series of tweets Monday, the president and his allies continued to go after the whistleblower who set off the probe by exposing his phone call with Ukraine's president.
I made a call. The call was perfect. When the whistleblower reported it, he made it sound terrible.
Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says his chamber would be left with no choice but to hold a trial should House Democrats vote to impeach.
I would have no choice but to take it up based on a Senate rule on impeachment.
So far, the White House has not set up a war room to deal with the impeachment inquiry, but senior staff met today to discuss a possible response. Democrats want to hear from the president's personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, and others. House Intelligence Committee Chair Adam Schiff told Scott Pelley on 60 Minutes that his committee may also hear from the whistleblower.
Your committee already has an agreement with the whistleblower that he will testify.
We have an agreement that he or she will testify, yes.
So far, much of what was in the whistleblower's complaint has been corroborated by the White House's own notes about the call, but the president is demanding to speak with him or her. The president of Ukraine says his country will not release its version of the call. Nicole Killian, CBS News, the White House.
Congress is technically at the start of a 2-week break. The human remains of a North Dakota World War II veteran are returning home. Tonight on Valley News Live, 10 at 10, we'll be live at Fargo's Hector Airport talking about the man who made the ultimate sacrifice. North Dakota's 911 system has been awarded some money to help modernize its services. The U.S. Department of Commerce and Department of Transportation have awarded nearly $1.5 million to the state. Officials say there are 3 specific plans for the money. The first includes putting in place advanced GIS mapping systems to make it easier to identify the location of a 911 caller. The second will create IP connections to our state's telecommunications service providers. And third, the funding will help with dispatcher training. Heavy rains pounding the Fargo-Moorhead area over the last 24 hours caused Bonanzaville in West Fargo to close, according to a Facebook post. Bonanzaville will close for the season on Tuesday, October 1st, but they will still be open for weddings and special events. That would be the first being today. We now know some new details about the empty lots along 52nd Avenue in South Fargo. The city of Fargo says the area to the west of the new Cashwise, indicated on the map with the number 4801, is getting new roads put in for future development, as is plot number 5055, which is just southeast of the store. There are currently no plans or permits on file for the other properties. In late 2016, it was announced that the land would be used to build an outlet mall. Some good news for all of you Chipotle lovers in the Fargo-Moorhead area. Officials say a new Chipotle is going up in North Fargo near the Fargo Dome across the street from Pizza Hut. There's no timeline yet of when that new Chipotle is expected to open. We continue to see just how many lives were touched by Landon Solberg as more and more outpourings of love are shown here in the metro for a very special boy who left us far too soon. A beautiful graffiti mural for Landon can be found near the corner of 5th Street North and 2nd Avenue North in Fargo if you'd like to check it out.